We back at it, and this time we better than ever because we got a microphone this time, y'all. Can y'all believe it? We got a microphone, right? Nah, I told y'all I wasn't gonna invest too much into this YouTube thing until I seen that I had more supporters and that I had more subscribers and people that were willing to come watch the content and support it. And we close to the 500 mark, of subscribers, and I just want to keep going up. But the more that it goes up, the more I will put into it, so I can get more of my bang on my butt, my return on my investment. So hopefully y'all enjoy these builds a little bit more now that you can hear them with a little more quality. But we are here today to build on Champagne Poppy, Drake. Drake, man. Will Drake rise from the ashes like the phoenix? Like a phoenix, will Drake rise from the ashes? After a battle, I'm gonna tell you why Southern. First, I want to talk to y'all why a lot of Southern guys don't rap battle. You know, a lot of Southern rappers don't rap battle for several reasons, but one of those reasons is that um lyrical hip hop never really dominated the South like that. In the sense of, um, for one, we didn't have all the labels. We didn't have the labels. So trying to attain the rap dream was like, was like, praying on wishing on a star, hitting the lottery. It was easier for guys in L.A. and New York, even some guys in Georgia, because in Atlanta had, they had a label out there. Those guys had a little more. The dream was a little bit closer for them to touch, to reach out and touch, because they were able to see labels in their vicinity. Versus if you was down south, it was almost like, it was almost unrealistic to even believe that you'd be wasting your time. So a lot of dope boys embraced hip hop, right? A lot of southern drug dealers embraced hip hop, and one thing that they did was it was a way to clean money. It was a way to clean the money and get out the game. You know what I'm saying? You had your big time D boy. He would find an MC. He would become his own label. He would find a cool local MC that he thought he could make some money off of, and they would get together and they would build. He would fund the whole record label, and he would fund the local artists with his money, you know, and they would buy vans and they would go tour. Well, they go. I wouldn't say tour, but they would go show to show. Sometimes they would tour, depending on how successful it got, and they would go to local spots. You know what I'm saying? So if you was in Jackson, Mississippi, you go to Miles Point, Mississippi. You might hit Birmingham. Like, you know what I mean? Your surrounding areas, what they call the chilling circuit back in the day. So this is something that Southern rappers did, right? But a lot of the Southern rappers are connected to a lot of the Southern gangster rappers specifically are connected to gangsters, gangsters, street niggas. So they was selling CDs out of the car. You know what I mean? Pressing up CDs, selling them out the car, and they was getting rich like that, right? But like I said, a lot of the money was backed by gangsters and drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? So when they come to the battle rap element with Southern guys, uh, this is not the place where the bridge is over. The bridge is over. You know, we didn't have the NC Shane and KRS battle. You know, so we don't really know about that as far as, you know we didn't. It's not a traditional thing for us. For us, hip hop was always about making money. You know, making money and the way to get out the streets for a lot of Southern guys. So they didn't always get they didn't always get the whole battle thing, right? Because for them it was like a personal thing, right? If you so we invested all this money into this dream to get us rich, and now we're gonna get into a rap battle, and in a rap battle you could potentially lose uh fame and popularity, which may affect the dollar. You know, that was a negative. So this is why a lot of southern rappers avoid battle rap. You know what I'm saying? And when they do battle rap, it always lead to like some real life violence. Not to say other regions don't, but this region always lead to violence, and that's because southern rap fans and southern rappers, for them it's more realer than just the art of it. This is about making money. you know. So I just wanted to highlight that being from the South and you know, like being a lyricist from the South also, and just being from the South and for people who always wonder why, dudes was like, nah, if he, like Boosie was always one of them ones back in the day, like you put my name in a rap, nigga, they gonna read about you. That was his famous quote, you know what I'm saying? He said it's gonna be some Pac and Bigs. This was back in the day, the DVD era. We was watching the DVD, you know what I'm saying? I think it was a gangster music DVD, but maybe it was a Boosie Badass DVD. I don't know. It was one of them, but he always said like you put my name into some rats, you know what I'm saying? And there was a lot of Southern rappers that felt like that. Like that's why you don't find a lot of Southern rappers that was beefing. So anyway, as we go to the and if you even if you do look at the mainstream ones that did like Jeezy and Jeezy and Gucci, look at the turnout. Dolph and Gotti, look at the turnout. So what I'm saying, it never stay on wax with Southern rappers because a lot of it is funded by street niggas and drug dealers, and the music ain't artistic element. It's just more of a way to get out the streets and make money. So when you try to literally take bread off a street nigga plate, you know what I'm saying? It could be detrimental to your health, even if it was like even if it was just on some music shit, because losing the battle could mean losing your income down the road. So as we go to the Drake Kendrick beef, right? Uh, this was a battle that was brewing for a long time, man. And I think that both sides wanted to avoid it, but I don't think it was something that could not no longer be avoided. And then it reached to the point where it reached that boiling point, and it just went to that place, right? And when it did that, um, Drake had all the momentum. Drake had all the momentum on his side up to that point. And, I mean, anything Drake dropped was a hit. I'm a big Drake fan, by the way. So anything Drake dropped was a hit. And at the same time, it was like Kendrick was, Kendrick was not. Kendrick was doing his thing. Like his music always been successful. He always had a core audience. But as far as like, if we been honest, a lot of people was clowning the Mr. Morale tape. The artsy guys, people that love art appreciate the art of music. We appreciated it, but most of the people was clowning on it, saying it was jazz music, it was slave music, as Drake reiterated in this song. You rapping like you trying to free the slaves. So those was things that people was saying, right? Uh, Things of those lines. Now, here's the thing: once the battle jumped off, like I say, going into the battle, Drake had all the momentum, right? He can do a collab album with anybody, and the collab album would still be pretty much successful. Drake had all the momentum on his side. Now, going into a battle is always a dangerous thing because the loser takes a blow. The loser does take a blow. There's not too many rappers that survived the battle and didn't take a blow to their career. Well, that's just being honest. Now let's look at a couple examples, right? You have we won't count the Tupac and Big because we know how that ended. But if you look at the Nas Jay Z, Jay going into that battle, because Jay Z waited a long time to battle Nas. He wanted to build himself up, and because Nas came out first, but Jay Z was building and stacking more mainstream hit after mainstream hit to the point where he got so powerful and good in with the label and good in with the radio stations that he felt strong enough to diss Nas, right? But he lost the battle, and when he lost that battle, he lost the momentum, right? And that really was the start of the downfall of Rockefeller, was him losing that battle, and then Kanye West kind of came, and then Rockefeller crashed. But people don't always give Nas enough credit for it. He kind of helped bring down Rockefeller because that battle kind of exposed everything. The issues that Hove had with Cam and the issues that Dame had with Hove. It just all fell apart. Dame with Liar Cohen, it all fell apart after that battle. So that battle kind of was the tipping point that kind of knocked down the whole foundation of the Rockefeller, which they would all eventually crumble. And it did Nas rose because at the time Nas had dropped Nostradamus 1999, and people were saying that he fell off. Not like not then Nas fell off, you know what I'm saying? And that's why when you see Nas come out on Stillmatic, the brother Stillmatic, I come up out of that dirt wiping my shirt. They thought I'd make another Illmatic, but it's another classic. You know what I'm saying? Never looking backward, steady moving. You know what I'm saying? Uh, this was Nas. This was Nas rising from the ashes, but it was Hove taking the taking the blow, and then he started talking retirement right after that. You know what I'm saying? And we keeping it a bean. Not too long after that, Hov started talking retirement because he felt it was over. After that battle was a bad move when he lost. So that's what's costly of a battle, right? Now, 50 Cent and Ja Rule, let's look at this one. Now, whether young kids may know or not, but Ja Rule used to be the man. Ja Rule ran the mainstream. That's a fact, Uh, when we talk mainstream, we talking commercial hits, songs that your mama know, like Drake said, your mama know, his mama know, the kids know, everybody know. That's how Ja Rule was moving. Ja Rule had hit after hit. Every little thing that we do, it's just between me and you. I mean, the one with Charlie Baltimore. This man Ashanti. I mean, Ja was on top of the game, and he was embracing the commercial because Ja first came out with the "It's Murder, Holla Holla." He was kind of coming with the Murder Inc. Him, DMX, and Hov. They was kind of doing the street shit, and then next thing you know, uh, Ja kind of found his way into like being almost like a commercial artist that had crossover appeal for women and even for kids to bear to sing along. And we was in the hood down south. We knew all the Ja songs, all the commercial hits that Ja had with J Lo. You know what I'm saying? Bobby Brown. Ja was doing his thing. And at this time, 50 Cent is still underground. You know what I mean? But there was a beef that was brewing in the streets of Jamaica, Queens, that bled into um, the mainstream once 50 Cent got his record deal in L.A. with Interscope by way of Eminem and Dr. Dre, right? So now that he's in the game, 50 comes out and he comes out with the Wangster attacking Ja, and that made the people look at Ja kind of different, right? And then he had another one where it was back down where it was personal with Ja, and he was saying Ja's name, and for a lot of people we didn't necessarily understand the depths of this beef because at this time it's still underground. We down south, where I'm at, we don't understand. We didn't understand. Oh, these boys have beef and it's deeper than just rap. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, long story short, as everybody know, 50 come in and they go to battle, and Ja technically could have just not swung back at all, but he chose to take the clapback approach with the "we gonna clap back, we gonna clap back, we gonna clap back, let's take it to war." And it was like he was trying to make a commercial hit. He was so addicted to the commercial, he was trying to make a commercial hit out of a battle, almost like 50 Cent did with Wangster. But 50 had the momentum, and it drowned Ja. Ja was out the game, just like that. Like just it was like overnight. Everybody loved Ja, then everybody loved 50. And when 50 took Ja's place, 50 almost ran with Ja's style in the sense of now 50 coming out with the commercial hits. I love you like a fat kid love cake. I take you to the candy shop. Use a window shopper. It was everything that he kind of beat up on Ja Rule about for his commercial appeal, but now 50 has the commercial appeal. See what I'm saying? And Ja's out the game. So all these battles, when people take on these battles, these rap battles, these public rap battles, the guy that loses, sometimes don't come out on top. And as much as you may feel like, oh, Drake is bigger than ever, I'm gonna tell you, Ja was bigger than ever. And when he took that loss, it was a wrap. I'm not saying he was big as Drake, but he was big, and when he took that loss, that nigga faded to black. That's just a fact. To the point now where people laugh when you say Ja, they don't even look at Ja as a real artist that he used to be. Some kids don't even know that. But so Drake finally took the first swing with Kendrick, and we know how it played out. It started off kind of, Drake had the momentum, and then it slid all the way towards Kendrick direction, and then it went terribly wrong for Drake in the battle, and then Drake potentially lost the battle, and since he's lost the battle, it's been months, and Drake still has not risen back from the ashes like the Phoenix. You know, he still hasn't risen back yet. So he still hasn't came back with the Stillmatic. You know, but not, again, Nas came back with the Stillmatic because he won the battle. So he was able to climb to the. But what happens when you lose the battle? Because right now, see, the game is all about momentum. When you have momentum, you could damn near fart on the album, and everybody say, "Oh, this shit is hot. Yeah, this is hot." Because it's a sheep culture. The mainstream is full of sheep culture. Like right now, Leangelo Ball, I'm gonna swerve on that corner. Whoa, whoa, yeah, it's catchy, but the fact that everybody sit back and say, "Oh, you know what? Oh, this what everybody on? I'm gonna get on it too." See, the most Americans is sheep. Most people are sheep. They follow whatever everybody else is doing. So as everybody say, "Oh, we not on Ja no more. We on 50 now." Niggas drop Ja like a bad habit. See what I'm saying? So you got to understand that the game is full of trends. These are trendy. Most fans are trendy. They can't think for themselves. So it's the same thing right now. Oh, Lil Baby. People don't like Lil Baby no more, even though he rapping down the same way he was rapping when everybody said he was hot. He even confused about it. But what he didn't understand was that the whole game is set up on sheep fans who are casuals and also who follow trends, right? So when you follow trend, when you make trendy music, it's in and out. It's in and out for you, right? It's always gonna be a new trend. One day we wearing skinny jeans, the next day we wearing big jeans again. Now the Iverson, now you got Terrence Mann, Trey Mann dressing like Iverson again. See what I'm saying? So trends always come and go. So when you want to be a trendy rapper, you're always in fear of your time. I remember the crunk era. I remember big tall tees. I remember when hyphy shit was going on in the Bay. You know what I'm saying? So these is trends. They come and they go. So when you become a trendy rapper, you will come and go just like the fashion, right? And all the fans are looking for is one excuse, to replace you with somebody else because it's not organic. That's what we call a grassroots. That's why they say you want to build a grassroots following, not a big trendy following, right? The following that comes overnight is trendy, right? They'll leave for the next trend tomorrow. You remember I forgot the song. That's the thing with the TikTok. The TikTok movement right now is just like the what was it called? It was damn, I can't, the ringtone era, right? Where all the rappers from then are gone now too. Those was trendy rappers. That was party like a rock star, party like a. It was so much swag surf. You know what I'm saying? It was all these songs that was coming and going. All these artists that was coming and going because they was trendy artists. Trendy artists come and go. Even though I believe Drake is not that, what I'm saying is that Drake became a trend. Originally, he had an organic following, and then he became the trend because Drake kind of got away from his usual his original style and started following trends. Right, so we rarely seen that where we see a top artist begin to follow trends, which is what Kendrick was telling him in the song. You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. No, you ain't a see what I'm saying? When you need a few dollars, no, you ain't a colleague, you a colonizer. Because he was getting away from his style to go chase, and he's not the first to do that. Hove did that when Kanye was coming in. Hove kind of ran Kanye. He kind of rolled Kanye's wave. See what I'm saying? A lot of bigger rappers do that with up and coming talent. So Drake not the first to do that. It's the vampires on younger talent, on newer talent. The older guy sinks in and takes the talent. You know what I'm saying? And runs with the wave. So to stay motivated. Then Kanye went on to do that to several other artists. You know what I'm saying? This is the game. This is the game. Stealing from younger artists while the label steal from you. It's stealing from lesser known artists while the label steal from you. So, um, like I say, it's been months now. Drake still hasn't rose from the ashes as far as everything that he's thrown out. Just hasn't seemed to, make a big push like it did before. Like I said, one time he could damn near fall on the record and it'll blow up. And niggas will be like, "Oh, that's hot." Even when it's not hot, it'll convince you that that's hot because so many people saying it to the point where if you ain't saying it, you damn near feel like you tripping. Are you a hater? You see what I'm saying? So right now we see that everything Drake is dropping right now haven't even gone. Even that last Fighting Irish freestyle over the conductor didn't even stick. That didn't even stick. Right. So right now Drake is in a space where he's happened to realize, and he's saying in some of his music that, man, it's so much of my fans were have became trendy. Like I say, and that's what happens sometimes when you lose yourself within the character that you create in hip hop, right? You got to stay true to your organic grassroots following because these are your true fans, and you can't run them off after a while. As you go and chase trends, and you chase trends to stay hot and stay relevant, you lose your true following and you lose your true self as an artist. And then when that trend leaves you, you have nobody to fall back on because your true organic fans left you. So will Drake rise from the ashes? I don't know because we have seen this film before, and a lot of guys didn't survive this. A lot of guys didn't survive this because in the mainstream it's full of momentum swings, like a basketball game. It's full of runs and momentum swings, and fans are not loyal. Fans are fair weather. What they will leave you at the drop of a dime when they find someone else is hot. That's one thing right now. Lil Baby is realizing. Oh, you can replace Lil Baby with Gunna, and then after a while you can replace Gunna with another person who got the same style. You can replace uh you can kind of replace Dom Kennedy with Larry June with the same. It's no fans are fair weather and they follow trends. So will Drake rise from the ashes? I don't know, but I will leave you with this. I'm gonna swerve on that corner. Whoa, whoa. My nigga Leangelo Ball. Congratulations on that hit, Playboy. Peace.